Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I thank you so much for stopping by to visit with me today and hang out a little bit, crochet together, or whatever you're doing. If you're working on a different type of project or whatever, just thanks for hanging out with me today. So the project I am working on currently, I'll just go ahead and tell you about it so I don't forget later. It is a rectangle granny blanket that I am making for my son Elijah. No, wrong kid. I'm making this one for Dakota. He's the oldest. It's a rectangle blanket, and I'm just using different colors of blue, different shades of blue. I did throw in a gray somewhere. Maybe that's it. That gray blue. But other than that, it's mostly just blues of different shades. But anyway, so that's what I'm working on. I hadn't worked on this blanket in quite a while because I lost it. And how do you lose a crochet blanket, right? Somehow or another, it got stuck in a bag that I would not have put a crochet project in. And things like that kind of happen for me sometimes because different people help me do different things, and they, just didn't think anything about it and just grabbed it up and put it into a bag. And that bag actually had a shirt of mine in it, and therefore my shirt must have had a lot of my hair in it, because I've been sitting here picking out long strands of gray hair off of it. So yeah, one of my shirts was in the bag that had hair all on it. But anyway, I found the blanket, and then I was like, okay, I need to work on that a little bit, get a few rounds in for Dakota. And I am working, oh sorry, I'm rubbing my eye a little bit. Having a little trouble with one of my eyes bothering me. But anyway, I am working on a blanket for Elijah too. And not anything consistently that I've been working on because, it's been hot. And we're having a little bit of cooler weather. So yeah, I can work on blankets and not feel like I'm dying. But anyway, it is the time of the year to, work on projects now. And I don't know when I'll give these blankets to them, like if I give them to them when I finish them, or if I save them to go in their, with their Christmas. I don't know. I have no idea yet. That thought just kind of came to me as I was talking, so who knows. But it's Sunday here in my world, and I don't know when you're watching this, but I hope you're having a great day, whatever day it is. And if it's Sunday, I hope you've had a great day. I'll tell you about my Sunday, but I'm going to back up and start with Thursday, because that was Big Daddy's birthday. And I thought I would just tell you what we did for that and what happened and everything that day. So on Thursday, Big Daddy turned 55. And I wanted to do something for his birthday. Nothing extravagant, but something other than just take him out to eat, because that's what we have always done, as a family, go out to eat for everybody's birthday. But I wanted to do something different for his birthday, just add a little something to it so that, it wasn't just the same old. But anyway, after talking with my boys and trying to figure out what we could do, we did come up with something. So we decided we would take him to eat, and then we would take him axe throwing. We've never been to do that. So that was a whole new experience for us. But anyway, so on that particular day, on Thursday, he did get off work a little bit early because we needed to run a couple of errands that he needed to go and do that closed at 5. And that's what time he gets off work normally if he's not working late. But anyway, you know, if you work during the day and the time your business shuts down is the same time other important businesses shut down, you can't go and get those things done during the week. So he took off just a little bit early and came home and got me, and we went uptown, and he was able to do the things that he needed to do. And then we I don't know what we did. Did we go to Walmart? I don't know what we did. We went somewhere. I know, because he kept asking me, "Are you sure there's not anywhere else you need to go?" But we did go a couple of places and wasted a little time until it was time to go meet our boys for dinner. And so we threw out a couple options. Like, nobody wants to make a decision in our family. It's like pulling teeth trying to get decisions made. But so we all just named out a few restaurants that we knew Big Daddy did like. And so anyway, this was all via text. So he decided Amigos, and I was like, okay, we'll meet y'all at Amigos at 7 p.m. because both of them work late on Thursdays. And so we was headed to Amigos, and Big Daddy said they better not sing Happy Birthday. Now, this is a Mexican restaurant, and they sing Happy Birthday in English, and then, I mean, in Spanish, and then in English, and they bring out a hat and these noise makers, and just, you know, they do it upright, okay? And Big Daddy's like, they better not sing Happy Birthday, I'm telling you now. I will get up and leave. And I mean, he doesn't like that. Like, he doesn't like that attention. He wouldn't like everybody staring at him, and that's just not him. So I said, that's fine. We're not doing that. I said, that's not in the plan. You're the one that just now picked the restaurant, so that wasn't the plan. And he's like, well, I'm just telling you. And I was like, okay. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, Dakota's bringing a birthday cake that he made. And and so I was thinking I would tell the boys, you know, I was thinking I would tell the restaurant when they see that cake, they're going to think, and I'll tell them that, you know, we're not singing Happy Birthday. And so I said, I will tell them. And he said, no, you better not tell them. They better not even know it's my birthday. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, Dakota's bringing a cake. I said, I'll tell the boys not to tell them. I just thought of that real quick. So then I said, okay, I gotta tell you something. I said, Dakota baked you a birthday cake, so he is bringing a cake. And I'm just sliding off camera here right now. It's because this blanket's a little heavy and it's just sliding down. I said, Dakota made you a cake, so he is bringing a cake. So they're going to know it's your birthday, but I'm going to tell them not to sing to you. You're an old geezer and you don't want to be sung to. He's like, that's right. And so we got there, and then a little bit later, Elijah came in, and then Dakota came in, and our waitress, we do frequent this restaurant a good bit. And so our waitress was like, oh, whose birthday is it? And I said, hey, there's no singing happy birthday, okay? And she's like, okay, but can we do something? And I was like, no. I said, it's his birthday, and he does not want any singing or anything. I said, he is adamant about that. He says he will get up and leave. And she's like, okay. Like, she knew that was a party pooper, too. No, some people just don't like that, you know. I mean, not that I really like it, but um anyway, anyway. So she understood no singing happy birthday. And then she said, okay, well, what about if we sing it from the kitchen? And he was like, no. And she said, okay, well, when you hear the noisemaker, you're going to know that's for you from the kitchen. That for you from the kitchen. And we just laughed because I didn't think she was really going to do that. But we just laughed. And she went on. And then different waiters and waitresses kept coming by and just saying, happy birthday. And we hadn't even ordered like food or anything yet. And so I just like, why don't they keep coming over here? And I would be like, oh, thank you, Brandon. You know, and because we know their names. And I just like, why do they keep coming over here? And I was like, well, they just want to tell him happy birthday. They're our friends. Because, you know, we know all of their names. Anyway. So I'll insert a picture of Big Daddy and the cake Dakota made him. It was very, very pretty cake. And I can't think of what the flavoring was. Orange cranberry? Something, I can't remember. But anyway, it was really good. I had a good taste to it with Russian buttercream icing, which was really, really sweet. And so we ate, and then I told Big Daddy, I said, okay, we're going somewhere else, but we're not going to tell you where, we're just going. And so we all left to go to our second destination, right? And so Big Dad's like, where are we going? I told him the road. We need to go to this road, to turn on this road, and we'll be there. And so he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go this way. And I was like, okay, well, you're just going to go down to the other end of that road because that's where we're going. And so we went, and this is a road that we do use this road as a cut through sometimes, but it's not one like we're really looking at the stores or places of business on it or anything. Like, I didn't even know this place was there. So we pull in the parking lot, and here is a strip of buildings right here. And we pull in the parking lot right here. And so I said, okay, do you want to go to the chiropractor, the insurance? The third place actually happened to be an outpatient of the place he works for. And he said, well, I sure ain't going there. I go there every day of the week. And then it's a painting place. And then it's like two more things here, but I don't remember what they were. Because by that time we were up here and we had turned the corner and we were coming down as he was talking about wasn't going there. And I think he thought we were going to go painting, but that's not really his thing. That would be mine and Dakota and Elijah's thing. And so then he sees this place over here. I guess he sees it. I said, or we can go over here and go axe throwing. And he was just like, what? And I said, yeah, we can go in there and go axe throwing. And he's like, okay, that sounds cool. So that's what we did. We went in there and we went axe throwing. And I did not, okay? I just cannot imagine. Now, while we were there, I really wanted to, but I wanted to try, but I didn't pay to try, or I didn't fill out the paperwork and all that, because you had to sign some waivers, I guess. I don't know. That axe comes back and chops you in the head or chops your leg off. I guess they wanted you to sign a waiver. I didn't sign all that because I wasn't participating. I was only watching. So anyway, they have this set up kind of like a bowling alley. There's all these different lanes, and there's a wall here of wood. It's a wall of wood, and there's these tables out here, and there's a mouse on the table, a computer mouse. And so you do that mouse, and you pick how many players, and you pick your target, and you can change targets and stuff on the wall. The wall is just made of wood. Like what it reminded me of is those wood fence planks, the planks you make wooden fences with. That's what they kind of look like to me. But anyway, and then the sides were like tin on the bottom, and then some kind of metal screen, grated metal grate stuff coming up all the way up to the ceiling. So you know, it's definitely like different lanes, like a bowling alley, except, you know, the walls went all the way to the ceiling, so your axe didn't, you know, go wild. And so they had a little practice session, and then they started the game. And so they had 1 hour, and they could play as many games as they could in that 1 hour. And so all three of them just took turns, and they got 2 turns apiece. Well, poor Dakota. He is not athletic at all. He did not get either one of our genes for athletic sports type stuff, so poor kid. He said at one point his turn was over, and he turned around to us. He said, "Next time we're having a cake decorating contest." Oh goodness. He finally did get a few axes to stick, but not like Big Daddy and Elijah was doing. Poor Dakota. Poor Dakota. The good thing about our family is that we can all pick on each other. And that's what we did. We just pick on each other all the time anyway. And so Dakota gave us like lots of content there. Oh, bless his heart. Bless his heart. At one point, he went to the restroom, and I told Elijah, I said, he's going in there to cry. And Dakota came out of the restroom, and he said, "Sorry about that, I had to go cry." I said, "That's what I said." Oh, poor kid. But they had fun. Elijah won the first game, and then Big Daddy won a game. And I think Elijah and him just kind of took turns winning. And they were able to play about 6 games, because I think they won 3 apiece. And then on the 7th game, they ran out of time. But they had a blast. They had so much fun, and I enjoyed watching them. Now, Big Daddy looked like he was struggling. He was having a hard time breathing, and he was all pale and clammy and just sweating, and he asked me would I go get him a water. And so I asked the boys, I said, "Hey, I'm going to get him a water. Do y'all want a water?" And they both was like, yeah, get us a water. So I go over to the bar. Actually, it is a bar where we went, but we don't drink. So we just went there to do the axe throwing. So I went up and ordered, 3 waters, and okay, so he fixes 3 glasses of ice water. I pick up one, and I'm like, I don't know why they sent me to get the water. Well, we didn't think that through. And the guy's like, "I'll just bring it over there to you. I'll bring it to you." I was like, "Okay, I appreciate that." So he helped me carry the waters over, but got each of them a water, and they continued to play. But Big Daddy was giving it all he had. He did have a great time, though. It was a lot of fun. And it was fun for me to watch them. But gosh, I was wanting to just jump up and grab an axe and give it a throw to just try it, to see. But anyway, They did have fun. I'm glad we did that. And Big Daddy was like, that was fun. I was like, yeah, we trying to think of something, just something a little, different besides going out to eat or going to a movie or, the norm. So anyway, I thought his arm was going to like be in a lot of pain the next morning. He said it wasn't too bad. It was a little bit sore, but not too bad. So on Friday morning, he went to work, and I decided I needed to go uptown to do a few things. And so I checked to see if my little friend Zeke could go to town with me, and his mom said yes. So I picked him up, and we headed off to town and done errands and stuff that I needed to do, and went to stores that I needed to go to. And then we came back home, and Zeke helped me do a few things around the house. He cleaned the cat litter boxes real good and washed them up and put in all new cat litter and everything. And he swept the floors, and what else he do? He just does a lot. He does whatever I need him to do. And he's one of these people that you don't have to tell them what to do. They can just see what needs to be done and they do it. Some people's not like that. Some people you have to tell every little thing to do, every step. But Zeke, he knows what I like. He knows how I want things. And he doesn't even ask. He just goes around and empties, different garbage cans throughout the house, sweeps, takes rugs out, shakes them out, washes them if they need them. I mean, he is a lot of help to me. He's such a blessing. And I do pay him for helping me and for going to town with me and stuff like that. So, he does, get rewards from that. In town, sometimes I'll buy him something that I know he wants, like a Lego set or whatever, that I see that he's looking at and might want, or we've talked about earlier in the week or the week before. And then I also pay him. So he does get compensated really well for it. But anyway, and then I don't know, he was down here most of the day, and I was pretty much wore out. I kept having to come sit down. I'd say, Zeke, I gotta go sit down a minute and rest my legs. And I would come and sit down, and when I would sit down, I would start dozing off asleep. I was so sleepy. I didn't sleep the night before, and I was just like super tired. So I told Zeke, I said, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and run you home. And he's so sweet. He's like, I said, I'm just wore out. And he's like, you can go and take a nap and I'll continue to do stuff. I was like, no, Zeke, I'm gonna run you home. He is such a sweet kid. So he got his stuff together, and I took him home and came back and got my pajamas on and done whatever I needed to do before I could go lay down. So I went to bed, and right when I got to bed, I was just dozing off. Big Daddy called and said, hey, I'm almost home. Can you come outside? I was like, what? He said, come outside. I need you to check, see if my brake lights work and all this kind of stuff. And I said, I can't. I just got in the bed. I cannot hold my eyes open. I was just dozing off. I cannot get up. I'm in a lot of pain. I just can't. And he said, okay, well, I'll have to take your car to work tomorrow. Talking about for Saturday, because he was planning on working Saturday. I said, that's fine, I don't care. Okay, so then I hung up the phone with him, turned that ringer down, and I went to sleep. I went to sleep, and I slept probably like a log. And then I got up, and I put Phoebe outside, and then I went to the restroom, and then a few minutes later, he came in. He was outside, and I don't know what he was doing when I put Phoebe out. In my mind, I thought he was sitting out there working on a lawnmower, because he has an old riding lawnmower that he has been working on all summer, and he has not got that thing running yet. And he's put like a carburetor on it, and all these different things that he's done, put new parts on it and all this kind of stuff. I think he got a battery for it. He's worked on that lawnmower all summer, and I think he decided he needed a starter for it, so he ordered a starter. And in my mind, I thought he was out there working on a starter, but I guess he had failed, and he had tried to call me 5 times, but there's nothing I could have done for him. It's not like I could pick him up. It's not like I could have got him up. He couldn't have pulled on me. So, yeah, it doesn't matter that I didn't answer the phone, because I couldn't help him. If you have an emergency, you're better off calling 911 and not me. I'm not your emergency call, okay? So when I put Phoebe out, he might have been on the ground then, or in process of getting up. I don't know. I hadn't even asked him, because I don't really want to know. So he had fell out there and hurt himself pretty badly. He came on in, and he was covered in dirt. I noticed that right when he came in, and I was just like, and then he said, I fell. I was like, oh, are you hurt? And he's like, yeah. He hurt his side and his chest, his left side and chest and rib area pretty bad. And so he went ahead and got a shower, took his medicines, and he went to bed. And he asked him, I said, are you going to work in the morning? He said, I'm not sure. It depends on how I feel. Because it would be Saturday, and that's not really a work day for him. But he might have would have went into work just to work on some projects that are due at the end of this month. So anyway, he hollered out all night long like I didn't get any sleep, because every time he moved, he was hollering. He's having a hard time breathing, which is a normal thing for him, but his ribs were hurting. I tried to get him to go to the ER to get x-rays, and he will not go, so that's on him. I can't make him go. But if it is fractured rib or two, there's really nothing they can do for that anyway. So, but he's been really, really sore all day, all Friday night, all day yesterday, and all day today. Anytime he moves, he's like hollering out in pain. He's gonna cut that out, because he can't go to work tomorrow hollering. They'll hear him from in his office hollering in there, so he's got to cut that out. Now, Elijah called, and I told Elijah all about it, and he tried to talk him into going to the ER too, and then Elijah's like, well, that's true, there ain't nothing they can do. but they might give him some pain meds, but he can't take pain meds and drive and go to work and all that kind of stuff. So he's not going to go. He's just taking, like, I think a leave. So anyway, he's in pain. He's sitting back there in the den right now in pain. But maybe it'll, you know, ease up soon. And then today, for Sunday, I decided I needed some E6000 glue. But I didn't want to go in Walmart and really, like, walk around. And that's in the very back of the store, back in hardware area for us. And I just didn't want to go in Walmart and get it. So last night I decided I would just do a curbside pickup. I don't like doing that with groceries because I usually get milk that's going to expire like the next day or the next day, or you know, and when I buy milk I look for the expiration date that is the furthest away. But when we do curbside pickup, they're not looking at expiration dates, or either they're probably told to give the earliest expiration dates just to get them out of the store. Probably, I don't know that for a fact, but I just don't like doing my groceries on curbside pickup. It never works out that well for us. I think if you're getting just a couple of things, it might, you know, it's okay, but if you're buying a whole load of groceries to your 2 weeks worth of groceries, it just doesn't work out for us. But I decided I would do a little curbside pickup, and I needed that E6000 glue. So then I asked Big Daddy what he needed, and he needed some strawberry watermelon drink mix stuff that he drinks. I don't drink it because it has aspartame in it or whatever, and that stuff makes me sick. So I got him a thing of those. And he said, oh, and laundry soap. It was just a few items like that. I think we ended up with 11 items, and some of those were duplicates of the same item. But, you know, we thought up 11 things that we needed that wasn't groceries. So I put those in last night, and this morning I went to go pick those up. And I decided to run in Dollar Tree, a different Dollar Tree than I normally go to see what they had. And then I ran by Michael's and wanted to see what they had for a project that I have in my mind that I want to do. So that's what we did. I mean, no, we didn't. I did. He stayed home. I left him in there in the den on the love seat watching who knows what. So that was our weekend, our Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now Saturday, he was in a lot of pain, and so I didn't do anything Saturday except just kind of keep an eye on him. Try to talk him into going to the hospital. Stuff like that, you know. I kind of just stayed close by, so if he needed me, you know, I could do whatever for him, get him some water or some of his drink stuff that he drinks, things like that. So Saturday we just stayed chill, and then today I did go uptown, but he stayed here, and he is just chilling back there. Every now and then I go back there and check and see if he needs something to drink or whatever. Took him some cookies back there a while ago, just before I started filming this, so maybe that'll tide him over. Keep him busy. And in there while I record this. This yarn that I'm using right now that I'm adding in is Yarn Inspirations Karen Cake. This is a blueberry cheesecake. It's a 4-weight yarn, and it is 383 yards. Is that what it says? 383. Okay, I've had this a while. Actually, I had 2 of them. When I purchased that, they had a deal. Maybe it was buy one get one half off or something like that. I don't remember, but I have 2 of those that I had bought to put into this blanket, and then I lost the blanket right about then. So I've had that. I've had these for many months. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised to say 5-6 months that I've had these. I knew where these were. These were on my whip cart, but I had, you know, the blanket should have been on my whip cart, but it disappeared. Probably it was on my desk, and then either Zeke or a girl named Sandy that helps me sometimes. She is a childhood friend. She's not so much as a friend now, she's just an acquaintance, but I did grow up knowing her. And sometimes I get her to come out and do some things that I don't get Zeke to do. And that's what she does. She does clean houses for a living. So sometimes I'll text her and ask her, hey, are you free such and such day? And she'll say if she is or not, and then we'll make plans for her to come. But anyway, one of them probably picked up that blanket, and I'm thinking her, and put it in that bag, and then just tucked it away behind a bunch of other stuff, and yeah, that's what happened to it. And I've looked for this blanket, and I was like, I just don't know where I put it. I don't know where I could have put it. Well, I would have never put it in that bag, and I would have never put it where it was, so that's how I know somebody else did it. And when you have people helping you, you know, you can't complain because they're helping you. And she was helping me, and, you know, she just didn't put it where I would have put it. And that's okay, because she don't know. So, yeah, it's all good now. And so I'm just going to work on this for a while. Probably not all week, but I am going to work on it the rest of today, probably. Just because I do want to get those 2 cakes in here. And once those 2 cakes in here, I think this will be done. It's not really meant to be a huge blanket. It was originally meant to just go on the foot of his bed. And so I was just, and he has a queen size bed. So I was just trying to get it to that size to go, just to lay across the foot of his bed. Now if it ends up bigger than that and he can actually use it as a blanket and not just as, you know, a decor accessory, that's fine too. But I don't know. I don't know any measurements on it right now. But I think it's pretty. His bedroom, he has mustard colored comforter and mustard colored curtains, and then the rugs, it's hardwood floors, but then the rugs in his room are gray, a light gray that really looks kind of whitish, but it's really gray, and there's some blue swirls in it. I can't remember what other colors, maybe some different shades of blue swirls on the rugs, and he has 2 of those rugs in his room. So it came about that I was going to crochet him a blanket of different shades of blue to pull that rug in, and go with the mustard colored bedspread and curtains and tie this in with the rug and all that kind of stuff, you know. And so that's how this came about. And that's been a good while back. But you know what? He's still got those curtains and he's still got that bedspread. So when he gets this, it'll kind of just add a new something to his room and bring it back to life there. Now, when I go to visit him in his house, I don't go in his room, so I'm assuming he still has the mustard. I'm sure he does, because he's had all that less than a year. And this would be a little something to add to it to freshen it all up. He lives across town from us. He lives up by the river in town. We live out of town, if you could say. We don't live in the city limits. We live in the parish, outside city limits. He lives up in the city limits. And so he just has to go over the river and down a road to get to his work. Now, our other son, Elijah, he lives over across the river in West Monroe, but he works way out North Monroe, like way, way out there. And so he does have to drive a good ways to work. But he's really kind of hoping to change jobs soon. He has some things in the works. He's hoping something comes through and he can change jobs soonish. He likes where he works. He likes the lady he works for. But the business isn't going so well. It's a very, very pricey business. They don't take insurance, so it's cash only, and it's very expensive. Like very, very expensive. And so the business isn't going so well, and she's actually mentioned several different options that she might do. And she did tell Elijah if another opportunity comes up for him to go ahead and take it, because she didn't know how much longer she was going to be able to be in business. So she's come up with a few different options that she might be trying, and one of them is to close the place down and open appointment only, and one is to close it down and sell all the stuff on the inside, and then for her to just do house calls. So neither one of those would include Elijah in the plan. So but as for right now, he is still working. He just, needs to find something else, because this is not going to last. Just because they don't have the clients to pay the bills and make a profit. But anyway, guys, well, I've enjoyed just sitting here chatting with you, and tell me what have you been up to this weekend? What's been going on with you in your life? This coming up week, I have a dentist appointment on Tuesday. I'll look and see what time that appointment is. But I have a dentist appointment on Tuesday, and then on Thursday I will be going to Shreveport, Louisiana, and I'll be admitted into the hospital, and I have to stay overnight. They will give me a shot of morphine in my spine, and then we'll see how that goes, how it helps my pain levels and just everything going on with me, if I have any reactions to it or whatever. And then after that, Friday, the doctor will come and talk with me, and we'll discuss all that kind of stuff. And if everything is good, then we will be scheduling my surgery to put a pain pump in my side that will be connected with a little tubing to my spine, and it will continuously give me morphine for pain. And then I would be able to do like a bolus. I would be able to, you have a little remote control with it, like a little, it looks like a little phone type thing, remote control. And I would be able to do bolus pain meds of the morphine as I needed them, but the machine would actually give me the morphine continuously to try to help with my pain and such. So yeah, I know it's a big deal. It is. It's not something someone that doesn't live in chronic pain and is just practically miserable from their pain would even consider. You have to be in a lot of pain to consider something like this, okay? And I'm there. Hello, that's me. So I hope that this is something that will help me. I don't know. So that's taken up Thursday and Friday. But anyway, I will let you all get going. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet, my friends. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, friends. I love you. I really like this color.